Hi guys, welcome to Music Business Today. I am Kane Harrison.
And I'm Hannah Jackson.
Hey, it's so good to be back.
It's awesome. It's been a hot second.
It's been a really long time and so much has happened. But we've got a really good show for you. Hannah, what's coming up?
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about the CMA Awards, which are coming up this week, and then also a little bit about good marketing ideas and things to do as an independent artist within the industry.
It's going to be a good one. We'll be back after this. Hi guys, welcome back to Music Business Today.
Well, first off, we'll just give a little mention to the CMA Awards, which are coming up tomorrow night.
Yes, tomorrow night. So if you're watching this tomorrow, it's tonight, which is November 4th.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It is November 4th.
Tomorrow is November. I can't believe it's November.
Why
it's
is it
crazy.
November already?
It's just crazy. It's just one of those things. Now it's dark in Nashville.
You know, I didn't ask you. Did you have a good Halloween?
We had a great Halloween. I was kind of a little bit quiet. I did see that you had quite the Halloween on Facebook.
I did, yeah. It was fun. I helped throw a party with some friends, and it
looked like a really good, pretty intense time.
It was successful.
For those of you who watched the show before, you know we usually do a Halloween special. Hannah was, were you a ninja or something last time? And I was that old lady.
I was a ninja with no body.
That's right, because we did the green screen.
Yeah,
that was super cool.
We did the green screen.
Let's talk about the CMA Awards.
Okay, anyway, so Justin Timberlake is actually doing a collaboration with Chris Stapleton, so that'll be of interest to people that may not be country fans, but still enjoy music and collaborations.
Well, I think it's such a big night. I mean, it's ABC, I think, cover it now.
Oh, yeah.
And so it used to just be, you know, no one was really into country music, but everything's changed so much in the industry.
Yeah.
They always have great collaborations. And Brad Paisley and Carrie Underwood, I mean, they've done it.
Well, they're hosting, and they're a great team when it comes to hosting. They really play well off of each other.
It's fun. I think it's a lot of fun. I was listening actually this morning, Jason Aldean was doing an interview, who I think is only up for one nomination, but has never had the nomination for Entertainer of the Year, and it kind of grates with him, which is really interesting. He was like, you know, the fans are great, I love all the money I'm making, but when do I get the nod from the industry? And I think, you know, he's with Stony Creek, which is, here I go now, I can't even remember the label name. Big independent label name here in town, and I should know it. But you know, sometimes the little independents just don't get the nod.
Yeah, it can just, it really can come down to who you're with and what they're able to do as far as the marketing side for you.
That's a very nice way to say it, Hannah. Yes, as far as the marketing side is, here's the big fat Benjamins, can you please put my artist and give them some awards so we can sell a lot more records. Speaking of marketing, that's what we're going to talk about next.
That is what we're going to talk about next.
And you know, the landscape for marketing as an independent artist or someone who's coming up in the industry has changed all the time, changed so much.
It's very broad now. There's a lot of options out there for people that are marketing themselves as independent artists, which can create both a challenge, but also make it easier to manage yourself if you don't have the ability to hire on a team of managers and people marketing you. And
absolutely. I mean, we've had so many things. I think that the immediacy is what people are looking for now. What is Hannah up to? Let's check in and let's see. And, you know, we've had obviously Twitter, Facebook, you know, Google, all those things now. And then Instagram became really big. And now we've had the movement in Instagram with clips that you can do 15 seconds long, which inevitably led to Periscope, which is a new one.
Periscope is one of the newest ones, and it's basically a live stream, which I think is really great for artists when you want to get your music out there. You can live stream your day, or, hey, I'm doing this co-write with so-and-so, here's a little snippet of what we're working on, and you can, it's a really great way to build a fan base.
I think it's so great for those of you who haven't used it yet, and I know that Periscope I don't think is, you know, in Australia and other countries just yet, which is really interesting. But what happens is you start your own Periscope, and then when you go live, if I'm following you, I can see that you're live and I can chime in and just start watching straight away.
No, just don't do it when you're drunk.
That's right.
There actually was a young lady that did, she Periscope drunk, and a cop found her, and she was arrested for a DUI, so...
Wow, so...
Yeah, make smart choices with Periscope, but it really is a great tool.
Make smart choices with all social media, because you will get caught. But it's an awesome tool, and I think the immediacy of this is really unique for us to be... Maybe we should start Periscoping when we do this.
We could.
We should start doing it.
We could. We'll do it.
We'll do it.
Let's do it. Okay, we'll start a Periscope account. Well, and it's also... you build information that's pertinent to your fan base, and you can kind of gauge what are the live streams that more people are streaming into, what times are they streaming in, what is it that people are finding interesting and that's really engaging the audience so that you can build more off of that.
You know what I love about it is I think that people the connection to artists, the independent artists that are really successful are these people who find like this emotional attachment to the artist themselves.
Yeah.
I think that this transparency that happens with immediacy, a lot of big words there, Hannah, but I mean, and here we go, the relatability, I mean, but it is, you see so many success stories through Kickstarter and the likes of people raising money because they find this human connection. It's not this bells and whistles of a smokescreen, 40,000 takes to get something right.
Exactly.
It's just,
and that's a huge difference with Periscope is, with like Instagram, you can post a 15-second clip, but people can go on and watch that at any time. With Periscope, it almost creates a level of intimacy being able to go on and watch it while it's happening.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Well, okay, note to ourselves, let's get a Periscope account.
So Periscope.
Did you want to talk about, I think you had another band there who had some success in launching one of their acts first through social media.
This isn't necessarily recent, but on the marketing kind of vein of things, and what it is to build a fan base, and kind of a really great example of that is the Arctic Monkeys and what they did. Like, it seemingly was overnight success with their big single release several years ago because of the fan base that they built by giving away free music.
I think it's great, and I see this a lot. You guys all know that I'm pretty involved with the entrepreneurial side of our program as well, and about in town. And I see even now, record labels who look to social media followings first to see how big is your fan base. It's not the same. It used to be how many people are lining up outside the bar to see you play. Now it's what is your fan base. But the value in that, and the reason I say entrepreneurship is because I see VC companies now looking at musicians, at sports stars, to look at their followings to release products. And they're then giving them equity in these massive companies to be a part of it. So don't underestimate the following on social media.
Well, and so much of that is understanding how to use social media.
Absolutely.
You want to be able to communicate with your brand. You want to be able to recognize the need and what it is that they're wanting. When people ask questions, being able to respond to those questions, not necessarily to the words that you see, but to what they're really asking you. And creating a level of intimacy between the people and your brand and your music. Because people are going to stick around if they feel that personal connection.
Absolutely.
Your music may be awesome, but if they don't feel personally connected to you, someone else is going to come along that sounds just as awesome, and they're going to peace out and be like, well, this guy's really cool, he's the new thing, so bye.
Yeah, and there's that really fine line between giving all your content away, which sometimes as an independent artist you feel like you need to. But I think if you can just manage that, and the best way to do it, I guess, is to sit in a coffee shop with some others and work out what you're doing. Something
that I actually found interesting as far as the giving free music away, there's so many artists that are creating apps these days, and this is one that I found really interesting was Akon. Has created an app that he's going to be releasing all of his music through. And it's, of course, going to have ads and stuff within the app. But he's got like 4 or 5 albums that are going to be coming off.
I think it's cool.
That he's releasing through that. So that's a good way to build engagement, to find what people like, to give away free music, but then through people's engagement and through selling ads within the app.
I think that this, more than anything, is showing, even people like Akon, how can I maximize the revenue with my brand, because if he is giving away music, it means he's using his brand to get people to come to that app, and then of course selling advertising. But you can do this at an independent level. I think that some independent artists think of themselves in kind of that record label model where sell music, turn up to shows, and that's it. But everything
we're
you've touched on,
shifting out of that
so much. It's all about you creating a brand, creating something that people want to be a part of, wanting to learn more about, and then perhaps not necessarily using the revenue streams of old, which are business to customer essentially, but you can have business to business, get other people on board, advertise through your social media and things like that as well. So I think that was a pretty good show.
Yeah, I think that's...
Did you like that? I mean, can we say that ourselves?
Hey, first show back.
First show back?
Yeah.
First show back.
It's great to be back.
I know, it was really cool. It's good to have you back, Hannah.
Well, thank you. It's good to have you back.
Yeah. Did you want to have a shout out to your sister who's just had a baby?
Oh, my sister just had a baby last week, and she is the most beautiful, perfect little child ever. And
doesn't that little baby have a brother?
That little baby does have a brother, and he is the most perfect, beautiful little brother.
So they're both the most perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
well, all my
incredible.
nieces and nephews are the most perfect children
Well, now
ever.
you're
isn't
trying, I
that
feel
how
like
it
you're trying to
goes?
dig yourself out of a hole.
Well,
There's going to be some serious Christmas presents.
well, so happy birthday to Ruby Wren.
Oh, yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Which was when?
It was last Monday.
Last Monday. I don't even know what date that was.
That
but
was the 20-something.
20-something.
of
happy,
October.
happy birthday. What a cool thing. We love that so much. Hey, we'll see you guys next time on Music Business Today. Don't forget, jump on the Facebook page and like us. Look out for our new Periscope. Apparently, we're going to have one really soon.
Yes, we'll be starting one.
Go and find Hannah on Twitter and follow her, and you can follow me on Twitter too. And we'll see you next time on Music Business Today.